Man, this is something you ain't seen me do in a long time. What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tay, and today it is a what sold video on eBay. Hey, that's right. It's a what sold video on eBay. I haven't said those words in a long time. I haven't been making videos, as you all well know. But yeah, I'm back, and I am happy because if you watch the pallet video, you know that I got a bunch of good stuff in my pallet. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never made money back this quick when dealing with any pallet. So I have a few items that I need to grab from my storage building. So let's go in here, grab some items, and see exactly what we got sold on eBay. So welcome to my storage building. I had got another storage building because I plan on to amp up my reselling business like I did a few years ago. And I'm gonna need space for all that. But I've already started by getting a pallet, which you know. And I have 15 items that I have sold. And the beautiful thing about that is a lot of these items I literally just got on Friday and listed them. And today is Monday, and they literally all sold in the last few days. Every single one of these items sold Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So for me, that's a good thing. We're off to a good start. And out of all the items I listed, probably 30% sold. So that is good with me. And I have a lot more items that I do need to list. So in my storage building, I don't have good service. So I need to see if I can remember the 15 items that I have to grab. I don't think I can remember all 15. I do have one of them at the house. So technically I need to grab 14 here, but let me go ahead and see exactly if I can remember all 15 items. I just don't think I'm going to be able to. All right, nuzzle pillow. I know this sold, that's one. But this is my little storage building setup for now. If you go back in the old videos, you remember I had shelves all over my storage building, and it was designed a little bit different. I mean, I don't like how small this door is. It's a little small doorway entry versus how the big one is, how I used to have last time. But he said I can change my storage building at any time. But anyways, let's go ahead and grab these 15 items and see if I can actually remember what the 15 items is. I do know that the Arlo camera sold, so this is going to be one item. I know this pillow sold, that's 2 items. I know this battery sold, that should be 3 items. Oh, this is hard, guys. Trying to remember exactly what sold. I know this hamstring stretcher sold. That's 4. 1 or 2 of these sold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, this is kind of hard. I can't remember everything that sold. That did sell. Wireless keyboard, touchpad. Some makeup sold. I only remember 7 items that sold, so I'm gonna look up everything else that sold, and then we'll talk about all of it when I find it. Can I be honest? I kind of don't like having a storage building just because having to get up and come here to ship orders and then drive back to my house to pack everything up. But I do kind of like a storage building because it makes me get out my house and actually come to work a little bit. So, I mean, you know, pros and cons of having a storage building. Definitely makes me motivated. But then if I sell like one item, I have to drive all the way here just to pick up that one item. So I need to make sure that I'm getting inventory constantly so I'm making a bunch of sales, so I'm not coming up here just for 1 or 2 items, because that would be crazy, especially on rainy days like this. So I am back home, getting dry just a little bit, but let's go ahead and go over all 15 items that we got sold. And you won't be seeing my lovely face as we go over these items because it's just easier to explain all the items and point to them while they're on the ground. So let's talk about these items and how much money we made. So the first thing that we have sold is going to be this hamstring stretcher. All of these items came out of the pallet, so we can get that out the way. You don't have to ask me where I got all these items. I paid $600 for the pallet, and the first item that sold is going to be this hamstring stretcher. This sold for $38. And most of these items will be free shipping unless they're like super heavy, and then I charge some kind of shipping. So as you can see right there, $38, free shipping for the buyer. Next item that sold is going to be this battery. It's an Asus battery for a laptop computer. This sold for $22.22. $22.22. Not too bad. Probably could have got like $5 or $6 more, but I just wanted to get gone because I just got this pallet. So the items on the pallet, I did offer the lowest price. Next is going to be this Anastasia makeup. One of the makeup compartment slots was damaged a little bit, but besides that, it was still brand new. Most people who like mine was selling theirs for like $17, $19. I put $17.77 and it sold. So, and what I will say is always make sure that we looking up makeup, even if it's used, because a lot of used makeup still sells too. Now, these car seat covers, Skechers, which I thought were shoes, all of them sold, man. I knew the big one would sell fairly quickly, but I didn't know the other ones was gonna sell. And in my pallet video, I told you guys I looked them all up and didn't know what this one was, but I did look up this one. Come to find out, these two were the exact same, but that's a good thing. All this stuff sold, and I am happy. One of them sold for $27.77, and the buyer is paying like $8.99 to get it shipped. One I sold for $25, and the buyer's paying that same $8.99 to get it shipped. And then the big bad boy right here in the pallet video, I told you guys was worth 60 bucks. I sold that for 50 bucks. So I sold it for 50 and free shipping for the buyer. Last one sold was like $59.99. I went ahead and just put 50 on mine and it sold quick, man. I was surprised at how fast those Skechers seat covers sold, if I can be honest. Next item we have is going to be this computer. It sold for $700 and the buyer paid $94 to get it shipped. Probably could have got like $850 maybe for it, probably about $800 for it. But again, it's just one of those things where I wanted to make my money back and I made my money back. So now we are officially in profit. Anything else that sells will be officially profit because I paid $700 or I paid $600 for the pallet. This sold for $700 after fees and everything like that. My profit will be like $6 basically. So this paid for the pallet by itself. The next item actually sold the other day, but I left it here in my house because I knew I was going to ship it out on a Monday. And it's right here in my hand. It's going to be the Swift Jet car foam sprayer. Can't remember exactly what it sold for, but let's find out. So the Swift Jet car foam sprayer sold for 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Most of them were selling for like 20, 22, 24 bucks, but I just went ahead and put 20 bucks on mine. Again, it's just a situation when I'm first listing items, I'm going to have the lowest price available. And then next, we're going to have this Tymo Rovi Wave Curling Iron. This bad boy sold for $20.15. Going to be free shipping for the buyer. Didn't even think the thing was going to sell this quick. I'm happy it got gone. That's why I did have mine at $20. Most of the other prices was around $23, $24. There's a common theme for all of my items that I list on eBay. I just try to offer $4 to $7 cheaper than anybody else is offering, and usually you'll get some sales, but most sellers do that. So just make sure you're always checking up on your items that you're listing. And then an item that I'm happy sold, just because sometimes you want to see if you're right when you list stuff, and this is one of the items I wanted to see if I was right. Once I looked it up and saw that it was worth like 30 bucks, I was like, there's no way somebody's gonna buy this pillow for 30 bucks. Mine doesn't have the box like a lot of other people's, but still, this is a good pillow. And it happened to sell for 20 bucks even, and the buyer is paying like whatever it costs to get shipped to them, because I did know that this pillow was heavy and I wasn't going to pay the shipping because I would have lost all my money in the shipping. And the shipping that they did pay is $12.15. So that's pretty good. I'll probably make like $1 in shipping too, though. So when it's all said and done, I'm happy this little nuzzle pillow sold. And inside this box, I'm not going to pull it out. You just have to trust and believe what I'm saying. Is going to be 2 wet floor signs. Wet floor signs sold for $17.77, free shipping for the buyer. Most of them were selling for $21, $22, free shipping. I went ahead and put $17.77 on mine just to make a little bit money in shipping on other items that I'm going to have to ship out. So I really don't even look at this item like I'm making any profit. I'm just looking at this item like it's paying or it's help covering shipping on other items. Because anytime you get an item sold, that's some profit that's going somewhere, right? And then finally, the very first item that sold for me from this pallet is going to be this wireless keyboard with touchpad. I probably could have got like 25 bucks for this, man, but when I was looking up the listings, I couldn't find this exact one. I did see some like with the check marks like this. Okay, I just lied to you. I said I couldn't find this exact one, but I couldn't find this exact one with more sold comps over $20. That's what I should have said. So, and I'm sorry that my dread keeps falling in the camera, but anyways, yeah, most of these items I could not find just like this. The only one I found like this sold for $15. So I went ahead and put $15 on mine too. And I'm kind of shocked that it sold that quick, because after looking up a lot of these things, I didn't think it was. So I'm kind of glad that it did get sold. It helps me out a little bit, and it also makes me feel like I probably could have put that extra little $4 or $6 on it. But then again, who's going to complain about $4 to $6? Now, when I was recording this video, I completely forgot about some items that I was going through. I had to pack them up, but here they are right now. So these are some of the items that I had to ship out along with the rest of the items. So when I said 15 items and you're wondering how come I only went over like 12, I completely forgot to add these in the video. Now, after all that we just went through, do you think I need to go over how much money I made? Because again, I bought the pallet for $600. $600. And I made one item sale for $600. Everything else is profit. So I am officially a happy guy, even though it's been like 2 or 3 days since you've seen me and I still have a few items to list for my pallet. I've just been overwhelmed, man. That first day or two, I put 24 hours into that pallet and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a break. So I took this weekend off. I'll probably start tackling some of this stuff again tonight. But yeah, that's it. That's all the items that we got sold on eBay. I think we made some pretty good money, wouldn't you say? I think we did. But that's not it. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna take the money that I made when I get my eBay check, and then I'm probably just gonna go buy another pallet because I'm already in profit. Anything else that sells, it's gonna be profit, right? So I'm gonna do that. Take the money that I made back, go reinvest, and then just do it all over again. And that's just the name of the game, man. But anyways, it's good to be back. I missed you guys. Hopefully you guys missed me. But again, make sure that you bless somebody today, because I promise you I'm gonna bless somebody tomorrow. But at this point in time, your boy Tay, I'm out.